Hello and welcome back to Eductainment. In today's video, we're tackling a crucial topic from the Factories Act 1948, hazardous processes. Whether you're a factory owner, manager, worker, or student, understanding what makes a process hazardous and why it matters is key to ensuring safety in the workplace. So, let's break it down in a way that's simple and easy to follow. So, what is a hazardous process? Under Section 2 CB of the Factories Act 1948, a hazardous process is any industrial activity where the raw materials, products, byproducts, or waste could harm workers' health or pollute the environment. In short, it's any process that poses a significant risk if not handled with special care. Hazardous processes require extra precautions to prevent accidents and long-term health problems. Imagine handling toxic chemicals without proper protection, without the right safety measures. These substances can lead to severe injuries or even long-term illnesses. That's why the law mandates strict safety protocols for industries engaging in hazardous processes. The state government has the authority to amend the first schedule of the Factories Act to keep up with evolving industries. This flexibility is essential, as new materials and chemicals can bring new risks. Currently, 29 processes are listed as hazardous, and the list is always open for updates to ensure worker and environmental safety. So, which industries typically fall under the hazardous process category? These can range from chemical and petrochemical industries to those dealing with pharmaceuticals, pesticides, and heavy metals. Essentially, any industry where materials or processes pose significant risks to health and safety is classified as hazardous. Some of the 29 hazardous processes listed in the first schedule include handling and processing of lead, manufacturing of fertilizers, production of toxic gases, treatment of hazardous waste. If you're part of an industry that involves any of these processes, the Factories Act has specific rules that must be followed to ensure the safety of everyone involved. What happens if these rules aren't followed? The consequences can be dire, both for the business and the people involved. Factories that do not comply with Chapter 4A could face hefty fines, cancellation of their factory license, or even complete prohibition from operating. More importantly, the failure to take the necessary precautions could lead to accidents, health hazards, or environmental disasters that affect not just the factory workers, but the entire community. For example, in a factory that deals with hazardous chemicals, a lack of safety measures could result in a chemical leak. Such an incident could lead to long-term health issues for the workers and nearby residents, damage to the environment, and a complete shutdown of operations. This is why companies must strictly adhere to the provisions set out for hazardous processes. Safety is non-negotiable. Industries dealing with chemicals, heavy metals, and toxic substances are prime examples of where hazardous processes are found. Whether it's a chemical plant handling toxic gases or a pharmaceutical factory processing dangerous compounds, the need for stringent safety measures is non-negotiable. Chapter 4A of the Factories Act is the guiding framework for any industry involved in a hazardous process. It includes detailed provisions from sections 41A to 41H, which outline everything from worker safety training to emergency preparedness and pollution control. These sections ensure that both the workers and the environment are protected at all times. For instance, Section 41B mandates the use of safety measures and training for workers who are engaged in hazardous processes. This might include the use of personal protective equipment, PPE, regular health checkups, and continuous monitoring of workplace conditions. Meanwhile, Section 41F discusses how the management must notify authorities about any potential hazards in advance to prevent accidents. In summary, Section 2CB of the Factories Act defines hazardous processes as industrial activities that pose significant risks to workers and the environment. If your industry deals with such processes, strict adherence to Chapter 4A is not just a legal requirement, it's essential for the safety of everyone involved. From ensuring worker health to preventing environmental damage, the law is designed to minimize risks and ensure responsible factory operations. Thank you for joining us on this important topic. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more informative videos on labor laws and safety regulations. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next episode of Eductainment.